Welcome back to Top Filmed Moments, where today we will have a look at the top 10 most unsportive moments in sports history. Number 10. Rosie Ruiz's Boston Marathon cheat. Rosie Ruiz, a relatively unknown runner, crossed the finish line as the women's champion in the 1980 Boston Marathon. However, it was discovered that Ruiz had not completed the entire race and had joined the marathon close to the finish line. Her fraudulent victory was invalidated, and she faced widespread criticism and disgrace in the running community.
You've been doing a lot of heavy intervals?
Someone else asked me that. I'm not sure what intervals are. What are they?
Well, intervals are track workouts that are designed to make your speed improve dramatically. And if you went from a 2:56 to a 2:31, one would normally expect that you do a lot of speed work. Is someone coaching you or advising you?
No, I advise myself.
History woman winner. We missed her at all our checkpoints. She came through the finish in a fantastic 2:31. We have to confirm that time at this point, but she was way ahead of a world-class field here today in the Boston Marathon. Thank you, Rosie.
Number 9. Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal. In the quarterfinals of the 1986 FIFA World Cup, Argentine football legend Diego Maradona punched the ball into the net during a goal-scoring opportunity against England. Maradona intentionally used his hand to control the ball, and the referee missed the infringement, allowing the goal to stand. Maradona later referred to the goal as the Hand of God, and it remains one of the most controversial moments in football history.
Maradona on the ball, always danger, lays it outside and finds Maradona. He can't turn. Maradona's there, rises above option. And is that goal going to be allowed? It was a handball, no question about that.
Number 8. Harlequins Bloodgate scandal. During a rugby match between Harlequins and the Leinster, Harlequins player Tom Williams faked a blood injury using a blood capsule. Williams hid a blood capsule in his sock waiting for the perfect opportunity. When it was there, he pretended to have a mouth injury to allow a substitute player to take his place, aiming to gain a tactical advantage. The incident was revealed during an investigation, and Williams and other Harlequins staff involved faced severe consequences, including suspensions and bans.
Tom Williams.
If his substitute card was marked as substitution, he can come on. If it's marked as replacement, he can't. That is fine. He's quite entitled to come on as blood. Quite entitled.
Bleeding when he came off?
He came off with a cut in his mouth. The issue is whether he was injured. And you have a right, if somebody has a cut, to bring them off, which is what we decided to do.
So your conscience is clear on that one?
Yeah, very much so.
Good luck with the rest of the season, Dean. Thank you very much indeed.
Number 7. Lance Armstrong's doping scandal. Lance Armstrong, a renowned cyclist and 7-time Tour de France winner, was implicated in a massive doping scandal. Armstrong was accused of using performance-enhancing drugs throughout his career and orchestrating an elaborate system to evade detection. After years of denial, Armstrong eventually admitted to doping in a televised interview, leading to the stripping of his titles and a lifetime ban from professional cycling, changing the cycling sport forever. Number 6. The Black Sox scandal. The Chicago White Sox, led by several players including shoeless Joe Jackson, conspired with gamblers to intentionally lose the 1919 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. The scandal tarnished the integrity of baseball, as it involved players being bribed to fix the outcome of games. The implicated players were banned from professional baseball, and the incident led to the appointment of a new commissioner and reforms to maintain the sport's integrity. The edict effectively destroyed the careers of the 8 Black Sox. Some of them later tried to win reinstatement to the league, but Commissioner Landis ensured that none of the disgraced ballplayers ever set foot on a big league diamond again. The decision was especially harsh toward Buck Weaver, who was banned even though he supposedly dropped out of the plot before it started. Joe Jackson, meanwhile, had admitted to accepting money from the Black Sox, but later claimed that he was an unwilling participant and had tried to tip Comiskey to the scheme. Shoeless Joe's true level of involvement remains unclear, but his series best batting average of .375 suggests he took no active role in throwing the 1919 championship. Number 5. Marion Jones doping scandal. Marion Jones, an American track and field athlete, achieved great success in sprinting and long jump, winning multiple Olympic medals. In 2007, she admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs, including steroids, prior to the 2000 Sydney Olympics. As a result, Jones was stripped of her medals and faced legal consequences for lying to federal investigators.
And so it is with a great amount of shame that I stand before you and tell you that I have betrayed your trust.
Number 4, The Bite Fight, Mike Tyson vs. Evander Holyfield 2. In the highly anticipated rematch between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, Tyson bit off a part of Holyfield's ear for the second time. The incident occurred during a clinch in the third round, and Holyfield's ear was visibly injured. Tyson was disqualified again, and his actions were widely criticized, further damaging his reputation.
Swing and a miss with a straight right by Evander, move by Tyson.
Nice right hand by Mike. He is trying to get that right hand home.
They seemingly are relying. Ooh, a low blow by Holyfield with the left hook, and hook to the head of Holyfield. A right hand by Mike Tyson.
Good in the first fight.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here. Above us, a dirty Mike Tyson.
I can't believe.
Well, first he had a parachute drop on him, now he had a heavyweight.
When did we get that on tape?
Biting Holyfield in the right ear.
Hurts like hell, but he certainly had a big bite. And that's a dangerous bite.
He bit his ear. I can see the bite mark.
Okay. He bit his ear, he's out.
2-point deduction. The fight will go on. 2-point.
Number 3, Ben Johnson's steroid scandal. Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson won the 100-meter race at the 1988 Seoul Olympics, setting a new world record. However, he tested positive for the anabolic steroid stanozolol, leading to his disqualification and the stripping of his gold medal. Johnson's case exposed the prevalence of doping in sports and triggered a renewed emphasis on anti-doping efforts.
Johnson got a brilliant start. It's Johnson away and clear. And Ruiz is not going to catch it. Johnson wins it. And the world record is gone again.
Number 2, The Battle of the Palace. During an NBA game between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons in 2004, a massive brawl broke out between players and fans. It started when Pacers player Ron Artest, now known as Metta World Peace, fouled Pistons player Ben Wallace, leading to a heated altercation. The situation escalated when Artest laid down on the scorer's table, and a fan threw a drink at him. Artest and several other players went into the stands, resulting in a chaotic and violent scene. The incident led to player suspensions, legal charges, and a reassessment of security measures in sports arenas.
Quickly as possible. The problem is, if Wallace is ejected, I'm not sure. He'd have to walk past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands. Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans. Rasheed Wallace going into the stands. The security trying to somehow restore order. Fans and players are going at it, and the players trying to help each other out. This is a disgrace. All the players now, they're jumping in there to try and get the other players out because the fans have come involved. Oh, what a sad scene here at the Palace. And now another fight's breaking out in front of the Pistons bench. It's a fan on the court. This is very, very dangerous. Fans are throwing cups with liquid in them now onto the court. Ron Artest has a look in his eye that's very scary right now. You wonder if the official's going to let this game continue. Now they're throwing bottles out onto the floor. They're trying to get the Pacers to go back to the locker room. What was maybe you could call a hard foul at best has turned into just an ugly, ugly scene. Chuck Person, the officials, I think they're going to call this game off, and that should be the outcome is definitely.
Number 1, Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan incident. Tonya Harding, a prominent American figure skater, conspired with her ex-husband and bodyguard to injure her competitor Nancy Kerrigan. Kerrigan was attacked during a practice session before the 1994 U.S. Figure Skating Championships. The attack involved Shane Stantz striking Kerrigan's knee with a baton, resulting in Kerrigan suffering a bruised thigh. Harding later pleaded guilty to hindering prosecution in the attack and was banned from professional figure skating.
Why? I don't know.